Welcome to the Student Life and Success Recognition event. My name is Kristen Smith, and I'm the Manager Community Experience and Leadership within Student Life and Success. We begin our event by acknowledging that Brock University is located on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe peoples, many of whom continue to live and work here today. This territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties and is within the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Today, this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging reminds us that our great standard of living is directly related to the resources and friendships of Indigenous people. As a settler to this land, I wish to be held accountable for the ways in which my words and actions contribute to ongoing injustices. To learn more about the territories, languages, and treaties in the land that you are living on and joining us from today, please visit nativeland.ca, or you can text the telephone number as listed on the slide as well. I would like to say how wonderful it is to see all of you together in this virtual space. You are some of the best at Brock, contributing your time and talents to our Brock community and the Niagara region. Thank you for all that you do throughout the year. This evening, we are here to celebrate you, to hear your stories, and to connect with one another as we close out another extraordinary academic year. We are pleased to share tonight's agenda, and we will close the evening with some time to connect with one another. We know that some of you in attendance are graduating this year, and we would like to acknowledge your contributions throughout your academic career. For some, this will mark the end of your time at Brock. For others, your experiences with student life and success are just beginning. We are happy to support you both inside and outside of the classroom, and we are grateful for your presence tonight. Since we are joining together virtually, I encourage you to show your support and enthusiasm throughout the event in the chat. We already saw a number of people chatting there, so that's wonderful to see that participation, so keep that going. To start this evening, I am pleased to introduce Brad Clark, Director of Student Life and Success. As a proud Brock alumnus, Brad brings many years of experience to his role in supporting students to have the best student experience possible, both inside and outside of the classroom. His enthusiasm and drive to work with students and our professional team is palpable. He is a passionate and thoughtful leader who always has the best interest of our students in mind. Please join me in welcoming Brad Clark to the virtual stage.
Kristen, thank you for those kind words of welcome. It's really nice to be here with all of you. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'd like to welcome our community partners and student leaders to the Student Life and Success Recognition event. As this memorable year draws to a close, we are glad to share this virtual opportunity to connect with one another. Of course, the past 2 years have required us all to think differently, to step beyond the familiar, and to work together to overcome challenges in ways that may previously have seemed impossible. But that pandemic has also showed us that ingenuity, resilience, and creative community spirit are all fundamental features of the Brock and Niagara communities. These are qualities that we can count on as we go forward together and continue to shape a Brock student experience that is truly second to none. Everyone here this evening has played a really important role in bringing us to this point, and we're glad to be here with you all together. I'd like to acknowledge my colleagues in Student Life and Success, a team in the truest sense of the word. Your commitment to students and to student success is absolutely inspiring. To our community partners who are joining us this evening, a special thank you to you and to your organizations for supporting Brock students and for providing meaningful volunteer and engagement opportunities across Niagara. We look forward to vibrant partnerships with you for many years to come. And last, but certainly not in any way least, to the many students who are here with us this evening. It is our hope that through your engagement with Student Life and Success in Niagara and in the communities that extend beyond, you've had unique and valuable learning experiences. We hope that you keep the momentum going and continue to be active at Brock and also in the Niagara community. The important work that each of you do in your roles as student leaders on and off campus are steps in your various journeys of discovery at Brock. Have over 19,000 students at our university, and each is on their own unique journey. But every journey is special, all are impactful, all are meaningful. Brock exists for our students, and the university is enriched by our students' successes. Of course, students, your achievements at university will be assessed in a number of ways. Your success will be reflected in the grades that you earn, in the friends that you make, in the networks and the connections that you build. Ultimately, your achievements will likely be reflected in what happens to you after you complete your degree, in the graduate program you're accepted to, or by the career path that you set out on. However, let me draw attention to the fact that these are all ways in which you will become different because of Brock. And while all these impacts are individually and collectively significant, I'd like to reinforce that these are only part of a much bigger picture. You see, your success at university will not only be measured in terms of how you are different because of Brock, but perhaps more importantly, on how Brock University, the Niagara region, and the world are different because of you. To everyone joining us this evening, a sincere thank you for your commitment to, involvement in, and service towards making Brock and Niagara such special places to live, to work, to study, and to experience. Each and every one of you have made a difference in your own unique way, and that's why we're so honored to celebrate you this evening. I'd now like to ask my colleague Kristen Smith to share a few words.
Thank you, Brad. What a great way to open up this event, and great words of wisdom for those that are moving on beyond Brock shortly. I have the pleasure of working alongside many amazing students and community partners who generously give of their time and talents to make our communities healthier, happier, and more vibrant. To take on this task in any year is commendable, but to do this during a global pandemic is extraordinary. You have been invited here this evening because you have been involved in improving the lives of others, either on campus or in your community. In this virtual environment, we are able to connect with student volunteers. We are able to connect with student volunteers and organizations around the globe. Your impact is significant and broad reaching. We would like to take this moment to recognize some of the student volunteers who have worked with Student Life and Success, balancing online, in-person, and hybrid learning, part-time work, and commitments with family and friends with volunteer responsibilities. Student Life and Success, along with the Canada Games Community Engagement Subcommittee, coordinates the Brock University Volunteer Association, BUVA. We would like to recognize the students who were accepted into this association and who attended bi-weekly training sessions throughout the year to enhance their personal and professional skills as volunteers. The most significant part of BUVA is the contribution to our communities. Thank you to each and every BUVA member who volunteered to support our community partners, both in Niagara and beyond. Please join me in recognizing the members of the Brock University Volunteer Association. Faith and Life would like to thank and recognize all of the students who participated in, supported, and led in our community at Brock this year. We could not have created this safe, inclusive, and spiritually diverse community without the compassionate willingness of each participant who contributed to this community. From those who helped to make the Faith and Life Center hospitable, to those who led studies, community events, and welcomed any and everyone who called our building home, thank you. Please join me in recognizing the Faith and Life volunteers. A to Z Learning Services would like to acknowledge the Accounting Student Association who facilitated drop-in at Brock this past year. We could not have offered such targeted support for Brock's accounting students without their dedication. Thank you to each of these students who volunteered their time to support other students and to develop their leadership and pedagogical skills through additional training and experience. Thank you to the ASA Vice President, Miles Ormondi, who coordinated the efforts to set up this partnership. Please join me in recognizing the Accounting Students Association. On behalf of Student Life and Success, we would like to extend a huge thank you to all volunteers who serve our communities year in and year out and improve the lives of those around them. We are grateful for your time, energy, and expertise during this extraordinary time. Please join me in recognizing all volunteers. In addition to working with volunteers within Student Life and Success, we are fortunate to work with some very dynamic student staff members. Our student staff are the heart of our department. These are the friendly and resourceful people you would meet in any of our service locations, our offices, and on our social media. They are the students facilitating your events and workshops. They are keeping you informed about programming and campus-wide co-curriculum credits, supporting supporting your learning as tutors and drop-in peers, as well as supporting your spirituality and well-being on campus. They bring the student in student life and success to life. Thank you to the Student Life and Success student team, who are a constant source of energy and inspiration to their teammates and supervisors. We are grateful to call you colleagues, and we are proud to be part of your professional development at Brock. Please join me in recognizing the Student Life and Success student team. I would now like to welcome my colleague Christine Richard, Co-Curricular Engagement Coordinator, to the virtual stage. Hi everyone, we're having some challenges with Christine's sound, and so just give us a moment. We're going to bring her back up onto the virtual stage once we get it resolved. So just it should be a short moment. In the meantime, if you haven't already done so, I encourage you to let us know where you're joining from today. We know that some students have headed home with classes wrapping up, and perhaps some of their assignments and exams are taking place online. So please let us know where you're joining from today in the chat. Love to hear it.
Hi, folks. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Christina's going to do a little sound check and we'll get her back up here shortly. But we are so thrilled and so happy to present the Off-Campus Student Engagement Award. My name is Rox Chwaluk. I'm our Off-Campus Student Engagement Coordinator. I am so blessed to work with so many of you every single day, whether you're a volunteer, a student staff, or an engaged student on and off campus. The Off-Campus Student Engagement Award is awarded to first-year off-campus students who have shown exceptional engagement across Brock's orientation programming. Recipients are selected based on event participation, campus-wide co-curricular credits, engagement in their engagement communities, and program completion in Smart Start and BU 101. Students awarded have made connections with each other, their academics, and the Brock and Greater Niagara community. They have taken the opportunity to prepare, plan, and strengthen their academic skills. These students continued to connect with their fellow peers, mentors, and co-curricular opportunities, as mentioned in another challenging year amidst a global pandemic. They have truly maximized and excelled in their first year. This year's recipients are, drum roll please, I see the chat going wild. Keep those claps going. Congratulations to all those students listed on that slide. Congratulations. If you know the folks that were listed, feel free to give them a shout out in the chat. I see that happening already. And now I will pass it back to Kristen to share our next award.
Thank you so much, Rox. I have the pleasure of presenting two community-based awards. The first is the Community Partner Award. I would like to take the time to recognize and thank our community partners for all of the work they do to serve our local community. You are providing valuable services in our community to improve the lives of many through your work, especially during the pandemic. We greatly appreciate the time and energy you put into recruiting, training, and recognizing our Brock students as volunteers. You are helping to shape our community leaders, so thank you. Please join me in recognizing our community partners for their ongoing work in Niagara. We are pleased to be You see on the screen, our first recipient of the Community Partner Award is the Alzheimer's Society of Niagara Region, Christine Hertubis. So congratulations to Christine and the Alzheimer's Society of Niagara Region, and thank you, Krithika Iyer, for this nomination. Here's what Krithika had to say about her experience with Christine and the Alzheimer's Society of Niagara Region. They have helped me be more connected with the elderly through their Kijong and Recreation Hour programs. There were times when I was in need for someone to cover my spot, and Christine would sub in for me. They've been so accommodating and flexible with my school schedule, and I really appreciate them being very generous in that matter. I like how they have training sessions which have great content that is related to my field of interest, neuroscience, that helped me learn more about Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative disorders. Please join me in congratulating Christine Hertubis and the Alzheimer's Society of Niagara Region. Our next community award recipient is, good spot for a drum roll, Upcycle for Change and Cicely Zapatella. I would like to thank Anthony Palmieri for the nomination. Here's what Anthony had to say about working with Cicely and Upcycle for Change. Upcycle for Change has influenced me as a volunteer because working with Cicely helped me realize that when it is tough to find a volunteer opportunity, especially in difficult times like the pandemic, simply go out and create your own. Change and love have no limit or time scale. It is always possible to make a difference. Upcycle for Change goes above and beyond to making a difference in the community because not only are they fixing up furniture to be given to those less fortunate, but they are recycling older products to be reused, keeping our environment clean and waste-free. Please join me in congratulating Upcycle for Change and Cicely Zapatella. I now have the pleasure of presenting the Community Achievement Awards. This year, we are recognizing two students for their outstanding contributions to our local community. Thank you to our community partners who nominated these deserving students. The first recipient of the Community Achievement Award is, drumroll, Jordan Mostbach. Thank you, Emily Eichner from the Learning Disabilities Association of Niagara Region for the nomination. Here's what Emily had to say about working with Jordan. Jordan volunteers as a one-on-one literacy tutor in our Reading Rocks program. She is responsible for supporting a student aged 6 to 12 with learning disabilities and/or ADHD by conducting literacy assessments and planning for and implementing game-based literacy activities. Jordan works with students with learning disabilities and/or ADHD. These students often struggle with self-confidence and motivation. Jordan is always encouraging and welcoming to everyone she works with. Her students made huge strides in the time she's worked with them, not only in their literacy skills, but in their confidence. Students who hated reading are now reading on their own and looking forward to their sessions together because Jordan makes it fun. Join me in congratulating Jordan. The second recipient of the Community Achievement Award is Laura Fleury. Thank you, Christine Hertubis, for the Alzheimer's Society of the Niagara region for the nomination. Here's what Christine had to say about working with Laura. Laura Fleury has been volunteering with the Alzheimer's Society Niagara region since 2018 as a Brock student in the Med Plus program. In her time with us, she has given over 275 volunteer hours in many of our different programs, including friendly visiting, telecare, exercise, virtual social recreation, and our events. Currently and throughout this past school year, Laura has continued in our telecare program, making weekly calls to our clients to offer them support. Laura has been instrumental in the creation of our weekly virtual recreation page for our clients living with dementia. This page on our website, uploaded weekly, offers a variety of daily activities to help people stay engaged with brain-stimulating and social activities to improve mood, boost self-esteem, and help maintain cognitive abilities. Laura has also been a co-host on our weekly virtual Qigong program throughout the pandemic. Laura has a tremendous impact connecting with both our clients living with dementia as well as their care partners, making them feel supported and cared about. Laura is a positive, genuine, and empathetic individual which shines through in the connections she has made with her telecare clients and Qigong participants. Laura is a confident, intelligent, and outgoing individual with leadership qualities who likes to give back and help others. She is someone who can bring smiles all around. Laura's time volunteering with the Alzheimer's Society has greatly impacted the clients she has served and has been greatly appreciated by our organization. Please join me in congratulating Laura. Congratulations to our Community Achievement Award recipients. You were outstanding ambassadors for Brock University in our local communities. I would like to share with you a quote about volunteering that resonates with me. Volunteering is the ultimate exercise in democracy. You vote in elections once a year, but when you volunteer, you vote every day about the kind of community you want to live in. Author unknown. Congratulations again to our Community Award winners. I am pleased to welcome to the virtual stage my colleague, Leadership Development Coordinator, Travis Green.
Hi, folks. My name is Travis Green, and I'm so pleased to see so many amazing students getting such well-deserved recognition tonight. I really hope you're all enjoying it as much as I am. I'm so grateful to have spent so much time with such a wide range of students this year with amazing stories, skills, and fun times shared by all. The commitment, resilience, and energy you all put out is truly inspirational. To all of the students who engaged in our workshops, volunteer opportunities, and everything in between, I thank you so much. Tonight, I have the privilege of presenting the Leadership, Community, and Innovation Award. This award is presented to someone who is Surprise! Congrats to Danielle Matro. This award is presented to someone who has shown an outstanding commitment to leadership development in the Brock community and went above and beyond in creating a strong community of student leaders. The recipient of this award has never failed to be the loudest and proudest at so many workshops and volunteer opportunities and never leave someone without a smile on their face. The recipient of this award has truly left a mark on myself and many students throughout the year and has added so much of the amazing culture here at the university. And so please join me if you haven't already in congratulating Danielle Matro. Thank you so much. Continuing along, I do want to share from a couple other groups I have had the pleasure of working with this year. So I've had the pleasure of working with 2 honor societies on campus, the Brock Leader Citizenship Society and Brock's chapter of Golden Key International Honor Society. I'd like to recognize the student volunteers who are elected to serve on their executive teams. These students met bi-weekly throughout the year to provide vision, guidance, and innovative programming for the respective societies. Thank you to Alexandra Bula, Sophia Nelson, Daniel Krochuk, Erica Oliver, Jimena Paredes, McKelly Clarkson, Jessica Sardella, and Evelyn Melek, who all served on this year's BLCS executive. And thank you to Brielle Kaminsky, Emily Bonesteel, Alexis O'Quinn, Grace Chrétien, Madison Motica, Larissa Della Ventura, Nancy Mehta, and Beverly Marston, who served on this year's Golden Key executive. Please join me in recognizing our BLCS and Golden Key executives. Next, I also want to make sure we're recognizing the large number of volunteers that helped us host our second virtual Student Leadership Summit for students. The summit spanned over 2 days and provided many leadership development opportunities for students as both attendees and presenters. We'd like to acknowledge all the student volunteers who coordinated this student-initiated and student-led event. Many months of planning went into organizing a very successful summit, and we are so grateful for their time, energy, and dedication that the team brought to our weekly meetings. They really were a huge highlight of my week. We'd also like to acknowledge the student presenters who volunteered their time and expertise to share their leadership learnings with their peers. It really does take a lot of courage to put your name forward, prepare, and present. So thank you so much for bringing the summit into reality for everyone involved. Although there are way too many volunteers to name individually, please join me in recognizing the student volunteers involved with the BSLS. And lastly, I'd like to recognize the members of this year's Collegiate Leadership Competition team. 6 students were selected to represent Brock in a global competition based on the leadership curriculum. During their term, they've trained on a weekly basis to prepare themselves for their final competition, putting them through 3 tough challenges they need to conquer as a team. This weekend, the students competed internationally with team members joining in from all across the world and handled the challenges in stride. Congratulations to our team, Aisha Shonikin, Danielle Matro, Haley Mayat, Aditya Jaiswal, Gaurav Sindwani, and Kandar Mavani. Please join me in recognizing the members of the Brock CLC team. And now I'm very happy to introduce the lovely Christine Richard to present her award.
Good evening, everyone, once again. Hopefully you can all hear me now. I apologize for the technical difficulty. My name is Christine Richard, and I'm the Co-Curricular Engagement Coordinator with the Student Life and Success Department here at Brock University. I'm excited to continue this event by celebrating students who have completed the campus-wide co-curriculum this year up until March 31st. For those of you who are not aware, Brock's campus-wide co-curriculum is a collection of opportunities designed to help make the most out of students' Brock experience through getting involved outside of the classroom and in the local and global communities. Through CWC, students track their on and off campus experiences outside of the classroom to receive co-curricular credit. To complete the campus-wide co-curriculum, students must earn 66 credits. Wow, what an achievement. Today, it is my pleasure to share that the students up on the screen have successfully completed the CWC this year. Each of these individuals has showed dedication and passion about getting involved, personal growth, and being committed to the full Brock experience. Congratulations to all of you. I hope you're proud of this accomplishment, and we can't wait to continue to celebrate this achievement with you at your convocation. Now, before I introduce the Rising Star Award recipient this year, I want to take a moment to recognize the full group of nominees of first-year students who have showed dedication and continuous learning and personal growth through the campus-wide co-curriculum. Each of these individuals have completed a significant and impressive number of credits towards their certificate, all while managing their first year at Brock University. Each of you should be proud of your accomplishments thus far, and we can't wait to see where your university journey continues to take you. Now, with that said, I'd like to present the Rising Star Award. This award is given to a first-year Brock student who has made substantial progress in completing the campus-wide co-curriculum, showcasing dedication and passion towards getting involved outside of the classroom. This year, The Rising Star Award goes to Congratulations, Adele. Adele has accomplished over 61 credits towards her CWC during her first year at Brock. The hard work and time commitment Adele has dedicated to this achievement is truly commendable. We can't wait to see what success your future holds for you, Adele. Congratulations again to all the students recognized tonight, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the event. I'd now like to pass the stage over to my colleague, Sarah Kiley.
Hi everyone! It's so neat that you're joining us from near and far, and I even saw that there's an exam tomorrow, so good study break. I'm Sarah Kiley, a learning skills specialist with AZ Learning Services. Tonight I'm presenting the A to Z Learning Perseverance Award. This award is presented to a student who has demonstrated a growth mindset and persistence when faced with challenges. The recipient of this award has actively pursued personal and academic growth through being open to new strategies and putting them into practice. The recipient is Julia. We have been so impressed by your dedication to growth. As an upper year student, it can be even more challenging and take more courage to admit when you'd like academic support. You came to our services on your own just to see what we could offer, and from there you've allowed yourself to become uncomfortable and put in the work to develop your skills and achieve your goals. Your growth mindset and perseverance is inspiring. Julia, keep up the hard work and congratulations. I now invite my colleague Laura Lane to present an award.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Laura, and I'm a Curriculum Development Specialist with AZ Learning. Tonight, I'm presenting the AZ Learning Student Leadership Award. This award is presented to a student who has demonstrated leadership within our service through their engagement with various services and events. The recipient of this award represents the true definition of academic success, that learning is a journey, success is varied, and all goals are attainable through strategy. This year, the A to Z Learning Student Leadership Award goes to Matthew Epp. Thank you for your dedication to our service and our students. Matthew is an avid participant in learning services and uses his time to both receive and give academic support. He has helped to develop community and sense of belonging for students who use our services and has encouraged others to improve their grades by attending the drop-in. His passion for learning services is paramount. Matthew is a known leader and was nominated by several of the drop-in peers working in our service. Congratulations, Matthew. Our next presenter is Monica Drenth, one of our learning skills specialists at A to Z Learning and the transfer student coordinator.
Well, thank you, Laura, for that that lovely introduction. Now I don't have to introduce myself, do I? So, as Laura said, I am a learning skills specialist alongside her and my other colleagues, and I do support transfer students in their journey at Brock. So, I am honored to present the award for the Transfer Student Involvement Award. So this is awarded to one current Brock transfer student who demonstrated significant engagement in academic and personal growth opportunities. The student who will receive this award just came into the Brock community in January and was keen to join in anything transfer right from the start. She emailed me the first week of classes to check in with me and to book a meeting with me to see how she could excel academically. In the meeting, we discussed how she could also get involved socially. And since then, she's joining every weekly event that she can get involved in Transfer Connect. And this is a social space that's dedicated solely to transfer students. The student volunteers her time to help out whenever she can for any transfer event that we run. And she's even offered to help out next year when we are back out in full force in the fall. So the recipient of this award goes to Faith. You really deserve this award. You've gone above and beyond when it comes to do with anything to transfer students. You pull other people in. Your friendliness is unmatched with any other, and I really appreciate all that you've done to help. And you're a joy to have around. And I thank you for everything, and congratulations to you. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Rox. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening. My name is Daryl Veld. I'm the Associate Director of Student Affairs. And I'm very pleased today to present the award for the Student Conduct Council. On behalf of Marla Terberry Portfolio and Alicia McGoldrick, we are very excited to share with you a little bit about the Conduct Council. Now, these are students that volunteer to have difficult conversations. The Conduct Council adjudicates non-academic misconduct, which often causes for some difficult moments. They're asked to weigh all the evidence. They provide poignant questions. And it's important they keep a calm and warm demeanor, even when the mood is sometimes difficult. And this year's winner displayed all of those qualities and more. So I'm very pleased to announce that this year's winner is Maria Jajil. We are so sorry that we're losing Maria, but we know she is on to bigger and better things. If you see Maria later, please send your best and congratulations for her recent acceptance to the Masters of Public Service program at the University of Waterloo. Public service, I think, is a very apt path for Maria. Her warm and empathetic demeanor, her meticulous attention to detail, and her warm sense of laughter, even during difficult moments, will serve you well in your next pursuits and beyond. So thank you and congratulations once again to Maria. I will now pass it over to my colleague, Kaylee, to speak with the Faith and Life team members.
Thank you, Daryl, and congratulations to everyone here tonight. My name is Kaylee, and I'm one of the chaplains in the Faith and Life Center. And today I have the pleasure of awarding the Hospitality and Inclusion Award on behalf of the chaplains at the Faith and Life Center. This award is awarded to the student who represented in word and deed the Faith and Life Center's foundational values of hospitality, welcome, and inclusion. This year's recipient is Congratulations, Jack. We recognize Jack in his role of making the Faith and Life Center a safe and welcoming space for anyone who walked through the doors this year. whether that was answering questions, showing students around, or inviting students into this place and into our community. Jack has been a hospitable presence in the Faith and Life Center. Thank you, Jack, for all that you've done this year to make the Faith and Life Center more hospitable, welcoming, and an inclusive space for all. I will now pass it back to my lovely colleague, Kristen Smith.
Well, folks, that concludes the official formal agenda for this evening. I would like to thank Tanya Bradley and Amber Schultens for their hard work behind the scenes to make this event possible, to make us look and sound good, and all of the special effects that happened throughout. So thank you to Tanya and Amber for that. I'd like to congratulate once again all recipients and thank each of you for joining us tonight. We know it is a busy time of year with final assignments and exams, and we wish you the best as you round the corner on this academic year. For those who are graduating, congratulations on this achievement. And for those returning to Brock in the spring or fall, we look forward to seeing you on campus. We hope you will now join us for some mingling to end the event. We have set up a few lounges on the platform for attendees to connect with one another. We have designated one space for graduating students to connect and one for student life and success staff if you wish to join one of those lounges. Otherwise, you are welcome to join any lounge space to meet other students and make further connections. Our evening will end in the lounge spaces, so there is no need to reconvene in the virtual auditorium. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you again to all of you for your work at Brock and all that you do for the Niagara community as well. Have a great night.